So you want to make more money, right? In this video, I'm going to show you 6 daily habits that are guaranteed to boost your income. After implementing these habits, I've seen my income more than triple in the last 18 months. And when you make more money, you can start buying Starbucks, organic strawberries from Whole Foods, and even lottery tickets. Okay, just kidding, don't buy any of that stuff. But for real, this video is going to be impactful, and it's all stuff that is going to help you make way more money. Shout out to HMBradley for sponsoring this video. So let's get started. The first really important habit that you guys have to have is setting a wildly important goal. A wildly important goal, aka a WIG, is for anyone that wants to prioritize goal setting and, more importantly, goal reaching. And I recommend for most people to set 1 to 2 WIGs. And this is one of those things where the fewer, the better. I got this idea from the book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. And I highly recommend that book to anyone that wants to become a better performer. When you guys focus on a wildly important goal, it's going to really give you direction and more clarity. And if you want to make more money, you always have to have more of these tangible goals to reach after. So a really good example of a wildly important goal would be to increase your number of active clients from 10 to 20 by the end of the year. Note that it has to follow this format from X to Y by when. If you don't have that X to Y part and you also don't have that time limit, this means your wildly important goal is just not specific enough. Now within that wildly important goal, you also want to have lag and lead measures. A lag measure is something like you getting a 9 out of 10 or higher on customer satisfaction. These track the success of your wildly important goal, so things like revenue, profits, customer satisfaction, and more. The problem with lag measures is that by the time you see them, the things that you did to try and reach these goals have already passed. So really there's nothing that you can do anymore. Now this brings me to lead measures, which are extremely important. You want to track the activities that enable you to hit these lag measures. These are things that you can actually change and do on a day-to-day basis. Like for example, referring to that customer satisfaction of 9 out of 10, what you could do for your lead measure is greet guests personally each time you see them and offer them a cup of water. Or for example, if you're a real estate agent or something and you want to increase your active clients, your lead measure could be to make X calls per day to prospect. These are all things that you can quantify and actually act upon. And depending on what you do for a living, you want to figure out what behaviors and trackable things you can actually influence. And when you influence those things, this results in more income. The book also talks about having a scorecard and a system of accountability as necessary factors to achieve your wildly important goal. Without the scorecard that you see each and every day, or your team members can see each and every day, there's a big chance that accountability can get lost. And now, how does this all relate to making more money? Well, if you set 1 to 2 very clear and specific WIGs for the year, this is going to optimize your business and your productivity, and that is just going to lead to more income or better business. Simple as that. Okay, the second habit that you guys should be doing every single day is trying to build high income skills. I've always prioritized building high income skills even when I was younger. For example, I would do things like buying and selling things, doing a lot of video production and photography, tutoring, consulting, modeling, all these things that pay pretty high per hour. If you want to make more money, you have to understand that you need to have some type of high income skill. And high income skills generally equate to more specialized skills. The first reason why you want to have these types of skills is that it correlates into a higher hourly pay. For example, web design is going to pay more than babysitting. It's not that web design is necessarily harder than babysitting. It's mainly just that fewer people can do web design and fewer people can do it well. A plumber is going to make more hourly than a barista. And this is because it's much more specialized training. If you want to be able to break 6 figures of income, you need to be doing things that other people cannot do. Otherwise, some other person will just always do the job for less. The second reason why you need to always be building high income skills is that it correlates with seeing more opportunities. The more skills you have, the more likely you can see opportunity in making money. For example, if you have a bunch of low income skills, then it's very hard to turn that into a successful business. However, on the other hand, if you have a bunch of high income skills, you can find ways to leverage them off of each other. For example, my YouTube channel, right? This was a combination of years of video production, doing different high paying side hustles, years of learning about personal finance and stocks, and just having a real genuine passion for entrepreneurship. These are all high income skills, and I took them and used them to build another high income skill, which was YouTube. I really encourage you guys to prioritize this throughout your life. By building more specialized skills, this leads to better opportunities for you and a bigger paycheck. Definitely don't sleep on the high income skills. Okay, so this video is all about making more money, but saving money is just as important, if not more. So I want to take a second and thank this video's sponsor, HMBradley. HMBradley is a banking platform that offers high interest checking accounts and other services that help help you save money. They are a trusted financial partner that understands your habits and anticipates your needs. And I love that they are so passionate about fostering a community of savers. The more you save, the more money you make. So basically, they have savings tiers up to 3% APY, which is about 300 times more than the big banks like Chase and Bank of America. By putting your money into an HMBradley bank account, you'll be harnessing the power of compounding interest, which basically accelerates the growth of your money at an exponential rate. They also have plans that let you save for particular goals and give every dollar a purpose. Using a platform like HMBradley encourages you to save as much of your income as you can. So if you value saving your money, optimizing returns, and ultimately building long-term wealth, definitely check them out using the link in the description below. And now back to the video. All right, the next daily habit that you guys need to have is something that a lot of people don't talk about. And that is following the social media accounts of people you want to be like. Now, I'm not talking about following people like Beyonce or Leonardo DiCaprio unless you want to become a singer or an actor. And yeah, I assume most of you guys watching this are going to want to do business, start a side hustle, work your way up the corporate ladder, invest in real estate, or whatever it is. So what I recommend doing is finding people who are successful in whatever you want to do and following their social media accounts. Instagram is really great because you can see their stories, which is sort of like a behind the scenes of their life and daily activities. I know that personally, I have learned so much by watching the stories of people I follow. And yeah, there really is so much great wisdom shared on this platform. I want to tell you guys a little funny story about this guy that I still follow. His name is Albert Preciado, and he's a really high level entrepreneur that was doing real estate and mortgages. Two things that I was really interested in at that time. He always talked about how he used nice cars to really market his own business. And so with his red Ferraris, he was able to grab attention, get business from people that probably would not have given him business. And yeah, so I really internalized that. I thought, you know, a lot of people don't do this. It's a really risky move, but I'm gonna try this. And that's why I got my car. That's why I started using my car for marketing. And I really equate that to a lot of the growth that I've seen in the last year. Another platform that I really recommend people watch more of is YouTube. I mean, you guys are already watching this YouTube video, so I assume that it's something that you guys actively watch. But yeah, YouTube is a platform that is so special because it really allows you to connect with these people. If these people that are doing the things you want to do have a YouTube channel, definitely watch them and listen to what they have to say. It's sort of like being mentored by them, except it's completely free. So yeah, really surround yourself with these successful people. And you know, the cool thing is that you can surround yourself through social media. You can absolutely absorb their energy and learn from what they do. Okay, the next daily habit that I want you guys to try out is waking up early. If you want to make more money, try waking up earlier. I saw a huge increase in my income after starting to wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. And basically how this whole thing started was I saw people like Tim Cook start their day at 3:45 a.m. and I was like, okay, there's gotta be some reason why they do that. Let's get into some of the perks of waking up early. First is you get more productivity, guys. It's easier to get work done with no distractions. When you're up at 5 or 6 a.m. and literally no one else is awake, you absolutely don't have any distractions. No one's texting you, no one's on Instagram, no one's actively emailing you. And so that is a really great way to set aside some time and get your work done. The second perk about waking up early is that it helps you build momentum. When you start your day strong, knocking out all the hardest parts of your day in the morning, then the rest of the day seems extremely easy. I've seen this over and over again where I have a really great morning and then that momentum carries on throughout the day. And third, waking up early allows you to become more disciplined. Basically, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if you can push yourself to get up early in the morning when you don't want to, then well, that mentality is probably going to carry on to other things in your life. Early mornings also give you the opportunity to get stuff done before your competition. And if you do it right and you wake up early enough, you can actually have 2 days in one. You can have your day from, let's say, 5 a.m. to noon, and then your second day from 1 p.m. until, let's say, 7 p.m. Now, as far as the cons, I mean, there aren't really any, but I mean, you probably will have to sleep earlier if you want to wake up earlier. If you're having a hard time convincing yourself that you need to wake up early, definitely read The Miracle Morning. This is the book that really put it into my mind that I have to wake up early if I want to see better results. And do not wake up early just to go on social media. I know sometimes I get sucked into that, but really you have to get up early to get stuff done. To show you guys just how important this is and how common it is for high performers to wake up early, there's this entrepreneurs group that's near me that I plan to join someday. And each day they have a video call at 5 a.m. This is a completely silent call. You just turn on your camera and do work for 2 hours. Everyone in this group does $1 million or more in revenue each year. And I think a big part of that is their ability to wake up early and get stuff done. The fifth daily habit that will boost your income is time blocking. Now, personally, this has been so essential in my own life in making sure that I hold myself accountable. Usually the night before, I will start to time block my schedule for the next day. And basically what I'm doing is I'm setting an hour by hour play of my day that I must follow. Of course, things come up, but this largely holds me to a defined schedule. When you do this correctly, it's sort of like playing a video game where you're constantly checking the time, you're looking at your calendar, see what you should be doing, and it really holds you accountable to doing the things that you need to be doing each day. I don't do these every single day because they are extremely draining, but I do have a couple of them each and every week. Every time I do this, my productivity skyrockets and I feel like I'm at least twice as productive. The great thing about time blocking is it's allowing you to choose what to work on instead of reacting to things. When you're trying to do a lot of things at one time and something interrupts you, this breaks your mental flow, and that's why reacting to different things is just so detrimental. So yeah, definitely a daily habit that I recommend if you want to make more money. Okay, the last daily habit I want to talk about is focusing on self-improvement. The wealthy spend hours a day on self-improvement, and it makes a lot of sense why they do so. Really, what caps our income is our brain. So as a result, we need to do things that unlock the potential that we all have. If you want to make more money, then devoting a significant portion of your day to bettering yourself will pay huge dividends. These are things like reading, listening to podcasts, watching helpful YouTube videos, exercising, and a lot more. When you flood yourself with good information, it has the ability to really transform your life. I started self-improvement in 2019 and everything has changed for the better since then. If you think you're good enough or know enough, trust me, you are not, and neither am I. I still have a long way to go, and in fact, the more successful you get, the more money and time you will spend on self-improvement. You think like it's the opposite, right? Like the more high level you get, the less you spend on self-improvement. But the opposite is true. Right now, I spend about 3 to 4 hours each day on my self-improvement, and I'm about 10% of where I want to be with regards to self-improvement and knowledge. Absolutely everyone can improve themselves, and when you do this, you will make dramatically more money. It won't be an instant change, but big changes can definitely happen in a matter of months. Anyways, I hope you guys found this list of daily habits helpful. Remember, it's about consistently doing these things that will get you results. I'm a pretty good example of this, and implementing these habits has allowed me to have my best year in terms of income. Just understand that these habits create your success. You can always make more money by working more hours, but that's not the best way to do it. Why work 10 hours making $50 per hour when you can work 1 hour making $150 per hour? All of the things that I talked about in this video will contribute to you finding the opportunities in life where you get paid $150 per hour or more. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this. I make a ton of videos about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. And really my whole goal is to teach people to make more money in non-traditional ways and just lead more financially successful lives. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.